Call the meeting to order. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Who needs a gavel when you have a coffee cup? Call the meeting to order. This is regular meeting of the Board of Education, back to my old days, of the Board of Commissioners. Sorry, I spent 40 years there. Board of Commissioners, it's public.
Somebody's joining our meeting. They're on the phone.
It might be Mayor Carnes of Colorado.
Thank you. That is the Ground meeting. I'm ready to start.
She would have been here, but she's got
Do we have somebody on the phone? If they do, can you ask them to mute?
Is there anybody on the phone? Anybody on the phone?
It sounds like it.
If so, would you please mute? All right. This is a public meeting and a record is being kept. We'd like to welcome you. We'll begin with awards and recognition. Commissioner Schaefer.
Okay, I have the honor of doing the County of Excellence Award, and I'm going to read the letter. The Umatilla County Employee Excellence Committee was created to acknowledge and commend the efforts of employees who serve the citizens of the county efficiently and effectively with a focus on professional development and outstanding customer service. In that spirit, the committee wishes to share with you the nomination letter from your peers that warranted this recognition. And I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag. Our employee is going to be Amy Pearson, who's with us today. So, Amy is a phenomenal county employee and supervisor at the Developmental Disabilities Program, CDDP. She is very conscientious about following not only Umatilla County's mission statement, but the mission statement and values of the Developmental Disabilities Program. Amy represents the county in a professional, educated, and kind manner, whether she is working with an individual who is dealing with an extremely difficult situation or health concern, but then can get on a call with the Oregon Office of Developmental Disability Services and problem solve with management at the state level. Amy's ability to support the CDDP staff, individuals, and families we service, and the agencies we work with is second to none. She's always the first one to step up and cover whatever needs covered, whether that is completing a needs assessment or cleaning the bathroom. Her smile, behavior, and actions are always in line with the vision, mission, and values of the Developmental Disability Program, as well as the county's. She is a role model, leader, and mentor here at the CDDP, and without her, the Umatilla CCDP would not be as successful as it has been. Congratulations, Amy, and thank you. So with that, you get 8 hours of paid time off on the county. I'm going to give you a letter. And I think, is there, oh wow, there's more goodies in here. What's all in here?
Holy cow, what a bag.
Yeah, so that looks like,
Everything but
sorry,
Tootsie
we're
Rolls.
flying without our counsel and without Melinda, so you're stuck dealing with us. Well,
I don't recall any time in my tenure that I've gone through a meeting without Melinda and Doug.
Okay, so the original, all right.
Amy, you're going to come up in a minute for a picture.
Yes,
So-
and there's also a goodie bag too. And
Somewhere.
Maybe Lori can help me decipher which one of these you get, Lori, and which one she gets. So there's a couple different copies.
Okay.
Surprise!
And there are Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah. Right here is fine.
Do you want to show the
Show the
certificate? Yep.
certificate.
Perfect.
Dan, when you do your thing, do
I get
move for approval of our, the same commitments as we made last year to the Umatilla County Fair and the Pendleton Junior High. Almost have it all done.
There's a lot.
I think that will be good.
Yep.
This one, does that go to you or to her?
That goes, I believe, to me.
To you.
Otherwise, that goes to you. Okay, great. I have a copy of that.
Thanks for And I think, is there a goodie bag too?
Yep, she got a bag of
Sure
crisps
got it.
and
All right.
confetti.
Yes, plus an official mug.
Oh, and the mug, yes.
Yes, and the mug. Well, congratulations.
Very nice job.
Well deserved.
Okay, we have minutes of 3 meetings, June 8th, 2021, June 16th, 2021, and June 23rd of 2021. I would accept a motion for all 3.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
One thing about being by ourselves, we don't have to worry about the old protocol. We can do whatever we want. All right, additions to the agenda.
Chairman Murdoch, if so choose, I would like to add a couple of items. Number 1 being to consider the approval of Dwight Johnson to the Courthouse Assessment Committee. And number 2, the consideration of making the motion to for the Umatilla County Fair and the Pendleton Junior Show to support them, the market auctions at the same levels as 2020.
All right, that will become items 8 and 9. Okay. Commissioner Schaefer, do you have anything to add?
No, I don't.
Okay. Now we have public input, opportunity for public input. Amanda, you had asked to join us, and this would be the time.
Come up to the microphone.
Would you please identify who you are and where you live?
Hi, my name is Amanda Anderson. I was born at 116 Southeast Isaac, and I live in the state of Oregon. I would question Dwight Johnson's capabilities due to, I would request that Officer Jason Lambert be here to explain in further detail, but unfortunately he's no longer with us.
Can you speak up, please?
I'm having trouble hearing.
Sorry, I'm not a good public speaker. I would request an investigation into Dwight Johnson's following ORS Article 1, Section 1, Article 1, Section 98. And I would have a witness for that, Officer Jason Lambert. Unfortunately, he passed away recently. May he rest in peace. But my main agenda today was for the Board of Commissioners today on July 7th, 9 a.m. in room 130. To address and enforce and support an honorable county judge's decision to hold accountable all county, city, state, and federal contractors who are directly responsible for being in violation of international crimes against humanity, as well as state, federal, city codes of law in the United States since 1776. I know that's a little bit steep, but there are some contractors that are laying in concrete for folks with disabilities that are blind, and they don't know how to operate a 90-degree angle. And the individual who created the blind signs was not born blind, and he's from Roseburg, Oregon, and they're putting in the contracts wrong up in Seattle, and he got hit by a car and he's dead. About 6,000 people a year die who are blind. So I would be really grateful if the Commissioners Board were to uphold an honorable judge, circuit court in Umatilla County's orders to cancel the contracts for anybody who is malpracticing or violating the law or 1991 federal code, which falls into international law as well.
Man, is that in your statement?
Yes, sir.
Would you consider leaving your statement with us?
I can get a photocopy.
What?
I can get a photocopy for you.
Okay, if you do that.
Yes.
Um,
Thank you, gentlemen.
if you went to the reception desk, she would copy it for you.
Wonderful.
Okay, and then we'll have a copy. Okay?
Wonderful. I really appreciate that. Again, I don't want to cost the state of Oregon $140,000 to perpetuate opioid epidemic when I worked with Multnomah County to bring 36 counties in the state of Oregon over $7.2 million to combat it. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you know where the reception desk is? Yeah. Okay. Take a left, and that's right on the corner. Thank you. Okay, any other comments from the public? All right, our first item on the business agenda is a maintenance request for proposals. I'll hand that to you.
I do. The one question I have.
Oh, you have it.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you want me to read it.
Yeah.
The maintenance department has identified the following systems in various county buildings that are failing and are in need of replacing. Number 1, courthouse main air handlers. Number 2, Stafford Hansel, the boilers. Number 3, Stafford Hansel HVAC controls. Number 4, jail water source heat pump piping. Number 5, courthouse RTU replacement. 6, jail makeup air units. 7, jail water source heat pumps. 8, jail HVAC controls. 9, jail cooling tower replacement. 10, guardian care boiler. 11, jail boilers. And 12, jail camera and intercom system. The results of the bids are for information and budgeting purposes.
Are any of the, Mark, would you,
Yeah, I have questions.
first of all, do you want to add anything before I have a question?
No. Mark Tanner, Facilities Manager, Umatilla County.
Are any of these included in the renovation project?
The cameras and intercoms are supposed to be included in the renovation project.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm sorry, George.
No, go ahead.
I know that those are an important aspect because during our tour and follow-up tours, the cameras and the intercom system that are in there now, I'm not sure they're going to be compatible with what's going in, and it's a huge hunk of money. Is the feeling right now that those will be fit into the budget that with the monies we have coming from the state?
We're hoping that it all fits in. But I don't know the exact cost of those. We only have ballpark estimates. And the system is failing. I mean, we can't get, the stenophone system we can't get parts for.
Right.
I mean, what's available we have. The cameras, we lost a couple more cameras the other day. I'm not sure that those got back up yet. I don't know if Dan knows. So it's just basically bleeding to death.
My next question is, what you're asking for today is proposed to be able to go out for proposals?
Correct.
Okay, so all you're asking is, now would all of these jail items, would that fall under you guys to go out to the proposals, or would you ask Winnehaw to go out for those? Or
No, we would go out for all
Okay.
those, yeah.
Well, if they were incorporated into the jail bid, then they would probably go into that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So the cameras and the intercoms would be part of that whole project.
Right. We wouldn't do that separately.
So that would be Winnehaw. That
Would be,
do
yeah.
those.
We've I've got Winnehaw on hold because
No money.
we don't have the money yet.
Right.
I would like to have the money arrive before we proceed.
No, that's fine.
Last time around,
Just trying to get numbers
we
so don't
hurried
worry.
down that pipe, knowing we had it for sure, and spent $250,000.
Correct.
Now, in retrospect, that may be a good move on our part to have done that, because I suspect that was a loan to this building project at the time. I suspect with the rising cost of building materials and so forth, that probably will be ceased to be a loan and more of an enhancement to the project. Don't you think?
Yeah, I
What?
would agree with that.
I mean, we have $1,700,000, but I would guess that if we want to maintain the integrity of the project, we'll probably have to forgive that loan and incorporate it.
Yep, I would agree.
So,
Yeah,
it's just something we should better put on the radar, because I wanted to discuss it here, because at some point in time, Winnehaw will say, okay, where's the $250? Is it come out or stay in.
Right.
So,
And we got to remember that the state does take their cut out of that 1,752,000 too, so that's probably closer to 1.5.
ooh, I was hoping they wouldn't. All right. So, other questions?
I guess my question is, when you go out for these bids, especially the jail ones, I don't know how many are an immediate need, but if you go out for a bid now, when we do get that money with, say, 6 months, 6 to 8 months, do you think that material costs may be less than? Is it worth waiting to go out for those proposals, or are we just betting on the come then?
No, I'd rather get them sooner than later. I'm hopeful that the prices will come down. So, my feeling is if we get them now, they'll be high, and we'll get lucky and they'll be lower.
Okay. Did as much HVAC stuff that's rolled into this, I mean, very needed. Don't get me wrong. The office in Stafford Hensel at 112 degrees makes you a believer. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
That's all the questions I have.
Just so you're aware, Commissioner Dorn, we also have a separate pot of money that we allocate every year for those. I don't know what those total, but it's quite possible that will cover the rest. Isn't that right? Are they that much?
I'm speculating we're probably in the $4 million range.
Oh, no.
For all that.
No, we're
I
not
guess
there.
it's worth to go get
We're
the
not there.
proposals,
Yeah, so we're partway there. Okay.
Well, hearing that, Mr. Chair, I'd make a motion that we go out for RFP on the items listed.
Okay, and those were read into the record as a matter of record. So,
I'll second the motion.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Thank you.
Squeak that second in there, didn't you?
Yeah. All right, our second item is A&T Software Purchase. I'll call on Rachel.
Good morning, Rachel Reynolds, the Director of Assessment and Taxation. We're asking for the purchase of Camera Cloud to allow us to go out in the field and be able to work up accounts immediately, also have access to our information. This would include the software purchase along with up to 6 iPads to run this new software so that we're definitely active in the field, like I said, and can bring that information directly back to the office and get our department up and running in new technology and be able to do more with less. So we're asking for a request of $40,000 for this purchase.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, I'd move approval.
I'd second, and with the comment that I'm excited after having conversations with Rachel, and I think everybody kind of understands that the county needs to move forward in the digital world, and I think although this isn't a huge step, but it's a critical one, and I kind of look forward to Rachel having that access. So.
Yeah, her leadership's taking us forward. All right, do we have a motion in a second?
That's
You
already
second
been
it?
Yeah, I already second.
All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Rachel. All right, the next item is approval of, as you know, we designed a number of community investment grants using the ARA funds. I have it. Using the AR funds, and it will require, as we move forward, formal approval by the board. I might advise you that if any of you have community investment projects that are in your realm, you may want to talk to the parties involved. You'll need to get a formal letter from them accepting the grant and thanking us as a matter of record. Today we have 3 of them. City of Echo in the amount of $50,000 for GIS software and streetlights. City of Mountain Freewater in the amount of $100,000 for walking trails. City of Pendleton in the amount of $75,000 for Pendleton Comes Alive project. And as you know, there are more. So,
Move for approval.
Second.
all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. And I don't know where you are with your water project, Commissioner Schaefer.
We already approved the contract.
Did we?
That was that one we did last meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we aren't paying any of them until July 1st, which It's July 1st.
I did projects like that. They got approved with no money.
Well, we are now doing them with money, so. All right, the board meeting schedule. This is what I was referencing yesterday when I talked to you. I've been trying to get the non-meetings off of this schedule.
So I guess that's my question. Are they, the meetings that are listed, are the alternates, or are they the only alternate, two alternates are the September one, and it says alternate days, see below, which is the 8th, and then the roundup week, the rest of this the normal? Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was saying I
Perfect.
tried to get it changed so that it'd be a little clearer. Obviously July 7th, July 21st, August 4th, August 18th, September 8th, and September 22nd.
Gotcha.
Everybody on the same page? Mm-hmm. All right, I'll accept the motion.
I'll move that we accept the July, August, and September meeting schedule as presented.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. You probably understand what I was mumbling about yesterday, why we couldn't just put the right ones on.
I get it.
Okay. We'll go into public hearing mode and out of regular board meeting mode for the second consideration of our fee ordinance amendments. I don't know that anybody, I talked to several people whose departments have recommended fees. None of them wish to speak. So, does anybody else wanting to speak on behalf of this matter or opposed to this matter? All right, we'll go out of hearing mode and back into regular mode. Do I have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I'd move approval of the comprehensive fee ordinance as proposed.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you for your continued indulgence. Try to make this happen. All right, item number 7 is a property sale. Oh, wait. Oh, it's not in order.
Did you wonder why?
What?
Nothing.
A property sale. This is an order. The sale of the maintenance facility is before the board for approval. The adjoining property owner has need of the property for business expansion, and replacement property has been identified that meets the needs of the county. The terms of the sale will allow the county to use a portion of the property until a facility can be constructed. This is BCC order BCC 21065.
I would move for approval of order number BCC 2021065.
Second.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
I think the exciting part of this, ultimately, it's probably not very exciting for Mark right now. He doesn't have any idea where he's going to go for 3 years or 2 years. But the exciting part is that this is an absolutely key piece of property that we never dreamed would become available. Having adjacent property to the courthouse, all with frontage on Court Street. So,
The only side note I would make is to ask Mark, and I'll also make the comments to the courts and the state courts on their records that they're going to have to come up with a solution. So.
we have notified state courts. Someone did, Doug did, I believe, has notified state courts that they need to find a home for their records. I think we've notified the DA as well, but their records will probably mostly be housed in the law library.
On the other ones, there are a couple of igloos still available, so there is something we could assist with. Actually, that's some of the best storage there is.
Yeah. Yes, Commissioner Schaefer asked if we had bought the property. Yes, we have. Apologize for not a huge amount of communication on this. However, when you're dealing with real estate, you need to be pretty quiet about it, particularly if you're the county buying it, because once they know it's the county, well, oops, we can get quite a lot more money than we thought we were going to get. So it's been very, very quiet. But we now own the property. The nice thing is it's magnificent frontage, it's magnificent location, and we've had a problem with parking. We still have a problem with parking, and we'll get additional parking across the street from the courthouse. So, and across not a main street, but a smaller street. Any other questions? All right, Commissioner's Manual. Commissioner Doran, I'll let you present that.
This is a project that was started right after I became commissioner. It includes not only the charter, but how we proceed with our meetings. It fulfills some of the requirements of the Umatilla County Charter. It also has expanded and had quite a bit of discussion on liaison assignments. It's a manual that can be used by new commissioners. It's also a manual that is a public document that can be used by candidates. I have to thank Doug for a lot of help on this. There was a lot of hours put into it, a lot of thought, several meetings over the last few months. I do apologize. I think my commitment was to have it done in 3 months. I was only twice late, so it's at 7 months. So we did get it done. And I would move for approval of the new Umatilla County Commissioner's Manual.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Item number 8, the appointment to the, what do you call your committee?
The Courthouse Assessment Committee.
Okay, that's the committee.
Okay.
Do you have a motion?
Yes, I would like to move for approval for Dwight Johnson to join in official capacity the Umatilla County Courthouse Assessment Committee.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, item 9, your consideration of the donation.
Yep. I would move that the Umatilla County Commissioners and make the same donations to the Umatilla County Fair Market Sale as well as the Pendleton Junior Sale at the same levels as 2020.
Okay. Is there a motion?
That was the motion.
Oh, yes. Second. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you. That completes our agenda. Anything you want to add to this in the way of comments? Oops. Do you have any comments?
No.
I can't stress how much I want to thank you guys for the help and the input on the manual. I think it's something that AOC has already asked about. I had discussions with it with the commissioner from Wasco County that wants a copy as soon as we approve it. And I think it's a manual that can be a model for a lot of the counties around the state. So thank you guys very much for all the help on that.
Commissioner Kramer?
That would be his name, yes.
He can use the help. No, I'm just kidding. Anything else you want to add? You do know that I'm going to Washington, D.C. Okay.
Really, you haven't mentioned that.
What? Yeah, well, so excited about the program. All right.
Are all three of us going to be there today?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I might want to mention that. Actually.
Good. I didn't lie.
Oh, yes, we're going to,
last
all three of us will be in attendance at the groundbreaking for the Southwest Hermiston Industrial Park ship. Okay? We're adjourned.
Thanks, guys.